Hi and good day, doctor. Today I would like to present about my research, and the topic is about the heavy metal contamination in marine life.
Consuming fish is very important because it has many nutrients such as omega-3, which can reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, and many more. With the world's population increasing, it is also important that we protect the environment and oceans from heavy metal pollution to ensure sustainability so that the future generations can enjoy seafood safely without affecting their health. My objectives is to analyze the risk on human if they consume seafood. Secondly, to identify whether the seafood is safe to eat. Thirdly, to identify the source of heavy metal that enter the oceans. Lastly, to review regulatory measures and policies in Malaysia. Here are the types of heavy metals commonly found in fish tissue cells. Mercury is the likely to found in all marine life and considered the most dangerous to human health. This is primarily due to its tendency to accumulate in the food chain and its toxic effects on the nervous system. Basically, sources of heavy metals can come from human activities as well as natural ones. Human activities such as mining, smelting, manufacturing, agriculture are the main contributors to the release of heavy metals compared to natural sources. For example, the industry will release waste into the river to save costs, which will eventually end up in the ocean. The same goes for the use of fertilizers and certain pesticides that contain heavy metals. These are some natural sources that can release heavy metal into the environment without human intervention. For example, volcanic eruptions will release heavy metals and will be deposited in the atmosphere. Likewise, with the weathering of rock, where many rocks contain heavy metals trapped within their mineral structures. As for wildfire, plants absorb heavy metals from soil and air. When they burn, these metals are released into the atmosphere as ash or smoke particles. All the heavy metals will lastly deposited into water. According to the United States Food and Drug Administration, there are 7 types of fish that should be avoided as sources of protein, such as shark, swordfish, king mackerel, tilefish, orange ruff, marlin, and even big-eye tuna, because of the high mercury content in their bodies. As can be seen, tilefish has a high average concentration of mercury, which is 1.45 microgram per gram, which is not safe for human to consume, especially for pregnant women. A study conducted in 2021 by Muhammad Abdus Salam found that there is a high content of heavy metals in mud crabs, Indian prawns in Kedah waters, and scad torpedoes in Selangor waters. Among the target heavy metals, highest mean concentration of arsenic and iron were found in mud crab 72.14 microgram per gram in Kedah, and torpedo scad 149.40 microgram per gram in Selangor.
Continue from research from Muhammad Abdus Salam 2021. The results of carcinogenic risk show high results for arsenic, cadmium and lead for adults and children shown in the table. Carcinogens risk allows for preventive measures to be taken. The author suggests that other coastal in Malaysia can be studied to strengthen the analysis made. Most of the available fish are safe for consumption by people of all ages due to their low concentration of heavy metals, according to the FAO. However, pregnant mothers are advised to avoid eating the 7 types of fish that have been mentioned before, like sharks, marlin. This is because of their high heavy metal concentration. Harvard Medical School recommends pregnant mothers to consume 8 to 12 ounces of various fish and shellfish per week that contain low mercury, such as tuna, salmon, shrimp. The selection of tuna is also important, such as light tuna compared to white tuna, which contains excess mercury. It is also advised to limit albacore to 6 ounces per week only. In general, Malaysia is very committed to maintaining the ecological balance and ensuring that all parties involved comply with all the regulations that have been set. For example, EQA 1974, Environmental Quality Sewage and Industrial Effluents Regulations 1979, Environmental Quality Prescribed Premises Raw Natural Rubber Regulations 1978 and Amendments 1981 are to ensure that waste is not released into the waters before going through the treatment process. This Act and regulations also allow action to be taken against the perpetrator if convicted. In conclusion, marine life, especially predators such as sharks and marlin, will experience high mercury content due to the bioaccumulation process. More in-depth studies and monitoring of bioaccumulation in marine should be improved in order to provide important information in assessing the potential health risk of eating seafood. Scientists also believe that the content of heavy metals in marine life continues to increase, especially in the waters of Johor, Port Klang and Penang. In addition, according to research conducted by Ashikin in Sungai Muar, The research concludes that shellfish is safe to eat because it is below the acceptable limit. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for viewing and listening.